Yeah!
What's up, what's up, what's up? It is the Lancasters, and we are here with
Stars on the Stand.
And we have none other than nationally known, but locally accepted, my little brother, my main apple scrapple, Mr. Darren Fleet.
What up, Joe? What's up, y'all?
Yes. We are so excited to have him here. He's just off for touring. He said, look, I'm here till the end of the week. You got me.
Yeah.
So I said, we got to schedule something, get you in, man. How are you, little brother?
I'm good, yo. I'm happy to be here. Like,
Yes.
I tell you all the time, anytime I can be in your presence, Larry, it is a blessing. And Miss Kim, like, y'all do it for me, and y'all come out and y'all support me and stuff. I appreciate that, and I just want to do the same thing.
You look, my baby be like, hey, can we go see Darren? You know, I be trying to use my credit, right?
Clout, right?
But I always get a ticket because that's how you support.
But see, Larry don't have to get a ticket.
Right.
Let me tell you why Larry get a ticket, though. Larry get a ticket because Larry money is long. So he's like, Darren, I'm gonna flex anyway. Larry, no, all he gotta do is call me up. I'm like, yo, you want a VIP out? Like,
but here's the thing, I know when you home, you probably get so many of them calls. And I just like, I don't want one of those calls. So unless it's a situation I just can't handle, and I had something, you know, if I ever call you, it's something I couldn't work out myself. Just
I know that.
I don't never take it for granted.
I know that, but I still appreciate the fact that y'all show up anyway. And anytime you do want to call me, you can. Like, when I tell you, you've been an inspiration to me in my career, like, and a lot of comics from Baltimore in general. So, like, you don't know what you do for us.
Yes,
so
we adopted him and called him our own. Now let's get into the meats and bones of it.
Yes.
So I have been doing open mics first. I started out just doing open mics, like, of course, Baltimore City, Virginia. I'll even travel all the way down to like North Carolina, Philly, you name it. Just wherever I felt like I could be heard. My Instagram started getting traction because a person had recorded me at an open mic. I said something crazy and it blew up on her page. And I was like, yo, would you send me that video? And this was back in like the Facebook time before like Instagram, like you could only put like 10-15 seconds on an Instagram. But she had like about 2 minutes of me on her Facebook. I took that video, I shared it to my Facebook. People started following me and coming there. Next thing you know, I just started talking about my humdrum day. And this started blowing up.
So this happened even before Instagram was really popular.
Because Instagram was only 10-15 seconds. It was kind of like Vine. So I'm not going to say I can't be funny in 10-15 seconds, but I wasn't.
It's hard. It's very hard.
It is a test with doing stuff like that. Like I saw people sliding down steps and jumping in front of the FedEx truck and shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna do no clownery shit. I want to tell jokes. So it's hard to tell a joke. Like you know how it is, Larry. Like setting up a joke,
right?
Putting your transitions in there, your punchline, and going somewhere else. So it's hard to do that in 15 seconds. So after Instagram started to like come out to about 30 seconds, I started transitioning my videos from Facebook to IG. And then I started taking some of the stuff that I would do on social media and putting it on stage because that was my form of writing, recording at that time. When you gave me a headline spot.
Really?
Yeah, like really, because at first I was just doing open mics. So like I said, I would do What's So Funny or 5 Mile, I do Moe's Stiletto Room, whatever it may be. And you was like, Darren, I'm gonna let you do a spot for 20 minutes. At that time, I felt like I only had about like 10 strong minutes. So for you to reach out and tell me that, I was like, okay, maybe he sees something in me that I don't. I come to the place, I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to start pulling jokes out of nowhere. So I learned how to just kind of like talk about what's going on in the room and what I seen. Cause like yourself, like I'm a visual comic, so I can see things and be like, that's funny, this coat, this person, this couple. And you show me kind of that, just like, Darren, it ain't never, because a lot of people was telling me before I started, like, you got to do this X, Y, Z amount of years to get here. You was just like, nah, you can headline tonight. And I was like, oh shit, like, okay.
I really didn't know too much about the online thing back then. And so, when I saw Darren, it was live and in person, and I worked with him 3 times. It wasn't like I worked with him once and he got lucky.
Correct.
Every time I worked with him, he was hilarious, had a great control of the room, and he was very in the moment, and I appreciated that.
Thank you.
So after 3 times, I'm like, yo, this dude funny. I'm gonna see what he could do. When I booked him, people was calling me like crazy for tickets. And I'm like, well, damn, this little nigga might be famous or something.
Yo.
And the place was packed with people I never saw before, and that's when it hit me the impact that social media can have.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was just a matter of his skill level.
Mm-hmm.
And I even got into it with a comic.
I never forget that.
Night.
Why you booked Darren?
Right,
You
and you
booking
ain't-
people.
I said,
You
yo.
been knowing me longer than him. I remember that shit.
And
I
I
was like,
told him, I said, to be
Jesus.
quite honest, you're not ready.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, I know you think you are, and people have given you a false sense. I said, every time I seen him, he was funny. So I didn't book him because I knew he could pack a room, because I had no idea about that until it happened.
When I first started, it was more so because they didn't know that I had been doing open mics, so I started off as a stand-up. So they treated me like an Instagram, Facebook, you know, sensation or whatever you want to call it, internet sensation. That's what they used to call it. So it was like, oh, he from Instagram, just passing the mic. They would never they wouldn't embrace me until after I got off the stage. Then it would be like, oh, okay, so you had some time. Oh,
Right,
you really
right.
care about. And I would be like, yeah, because I've been doing it before then. Because a lot of people didn't know that. So it's been better now. I mean, nowadays, like, I know a lot of good veteran comics. I just worked with Dion Cole. I did some stuff over with D. Ray Davis and Tracy Morgan. So I've been out there doing what I need to do as far as to getting where I need to go. But some of the first veteran comics that show me love was like yourself, Ray Diva, just people from the home base. And I really appreciate that because I didn't feel, if it wasn't for people like y'all, I wouldn't go out and actually expect, you know what I'm saying, have an expectation. Now I expect every comic that's a veteran or someone who's been doing it longer than me to show me love because the way you did, you know, when I first came in. So that means a lot to me, you know. I just carry that with me where I go. I think it's all about who you keep in your green room that matters. I know that's so crazy to say. Like, I'm a stickler that, like, I don't need my siblings to come to the back right now. I love them dearly. I don't need all my cousins. I don't need every friend that graduated with me to be back here. Myself, my touring partner, Woo Woo, we sit there and go over lines back and forth, or we be like, girl, no,
Shout out
change
to our
that.
girl, Woo.
That's my girl, yo.
We also
Woo.
had stars on the stage.
Yeah, she can do stars on the stage.
Stairs,
Beat
yes.
me to it, y'all. But she's one of, like, she's such a calm spirit, and
Yes,
like, I'm a
she
Capricorn,
is.
so I can be super wild. So she kind of calmed me down. She be like, no, Darren, like, you letting your nerves get the best of you. And I try not to get in my head because I'm in my head a lot. So when you talking about, like, seeing me do quick wit, that comes from me being in my head. That comes from me feeling like I'm on stage and I'm doing my thing. But maybe right now I'm not getting the response that I feel like I should have. So let me jump to my quick wit, like, how do I get off? And that's an in my head thing. And I'm in my head about a lot of stuff, which is, a lot of people say it's not a good place to be, but I feel like it is because it has kept me, you know, on my toes.
Yeah, there are different type of comics, and you have some comics who don't have that skill set, right?
Yeah,
But they write, and their material is fantastic.
correct.
But not every night the material is going to work.
That is true.
So it's
That is
always
true.
great to be able to rely on being in the moment.
And being natural.
Yes,
Improvisation.
yes.
Because that holds, first of all, if that's all you know how to do is the improvisation, some nights that don't.
That doesn't work, right?
That is
And
true.
You can step on the
So
landmine,
you have
so
to
it's
be
good
able
to
to
be
do a
able to
good
do
blend,
both
yeah.
and have the skill set to do that.
That's true.
And
I
even
appreciate
what
that.
you said about being in the green room, it helps you to focus.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of
Yeah.
people don't understand, like, they want to talk.
Talk.
They
Oh
wanna
my goodness.
Have a long, drawn out
They
conversation.
want
You're trying
pictures.
to really be in your quiet
Yeah,
zone.
she
They
can
want to talk
smoke,
above the
right.
music, like,
And you're trying to prepare for what you have to do.
right.
Correct.
And so
Correct.
sometimes you got to isolate yourself.
I mean, just like I said, staying in my head, staying on top of it, knowing that, okay, darn, they paid to see you tonight. So even if the crowd is not giving it up the way you think they should, or even if it's not as many people as you're used to doing, still going out there and being 100% you, and which is hard to do sometimes, because like when you've done like crowds of like 1,000 people, now you down to like 30 some people on a Wednesday night. You're like, damn, it's an open mic. Shit, I could have went to What's So Funny.
Right.
Y'all really? But it's like, it's one of them things where you go back to skill to what you learned. Like what I learned at places like What's So Funny, what I learned being with Larry, you know, a lot of great comics from here, is it don't matter how many people it is, or it don't matter what the crowd give. It is my job to do my job, if that makes sense. Baltimore.
Hey.
Yeah. Come on now.
Stars on the Stairs is in
Stars on the
Baltimore.
Steps is in Baltimore. Okay. Clock that. Baltimore is my favorite place to do because it's what started my comedy career and shaped me in general. And Baltimore is a hard place to do. It's a hard city.
It's definitely hard city.
Yeah, they don't even boo you in Baltimore. They just get up and, you know, continue with their humdrum day. I've seen a girl get up and braid another bitch hair while somebody else is like, it's like, yeah, he ain't funny. Like, yeah. So it's like that. Other than that, I like cities that give me a realistic vibe. I love doing Chicago.
Chicago is a very strong comedy town.
Very strong
and they have
comedy
some
town.
Animals.
My man, like even the ones that you do not know,
Yeah.
like something like it be undiscovered. Tell me like, well, who was that got on before me?
Right.
That was my feature. Jesus. But Chicago is one of the ones I love. I love the Midwest in general. Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit. I like our sister city, Philly.
Yes.
I like doing North Carolina. They're a good eclectic crowd. My mom lives in the Carolinas. Shout out to my mom. And they show so much love in the Carolinas. So anywhere that's going on, I love every city I do. I want to just not miss somebody or just miss somebody, but I love every city I do. But like, it's just some ones that just stay close to your heart. Like, oh, they really, really gave it up for me tonight. Like standing O type shit. So yeah. Appreciate that. I just did Nate Jackson's Tacoma, Washington. They gave me a standing ovation there.
Oh, congrats.
So Tacoma, y'all have, y'all
Yes.
put a stamp on my heart too. And they gave it up for Woo Woo and Mikkel too. Shout out to them again. So
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
I'm gonna be honest, I wish I would have came back and did what you were booking me for at that time. And the reason why I say that is because I can honestly admit when I first started touring as a headliner, I was not ready. They just booked me as a headliner because my numbers had appreciated. Now, was I funny? Yes. Could I go up there and kind of like ramble after my my initial 20 minutes? But you gotta be on stage 45 to an hour.
Right.
I could do that, but I wish I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I would have stayed back in Baltimore City just doing more things, you know, like at that time, we would just pop up at like people's birthday parties, didn't even know it was going to be a comedy show, or at a homeless shelter or whatever. So I needed that training in order to be in front of people who just knew my name via social media. So, you know, just want to tell you that I wish I would have shown up. Like, you have no idea.
Listen, I completely understand, because what happens is sometimes the fame comes before you can really work that expertise out.
It does, which can make or break you.
Yeah.
And I thank God my fans have been so patient back in that day, because I know they all left having a good time. I'm never gonna let nobody leave just not having a good time. Like I said, like Kim had said earlier, I know how to just be quick wit, but I didn't have 45 minutes of time. Now, don't get me wrong, that 45 minutes to an hour, I wrote 2 sets throughout my 10-year career, like sets that I could say, oh, okay, I'm proud of this, you know, I'm proud of this material, I'm proud of that. That 45 minutes to an hour may not always work with every crowd, because sometimes you're going to be in front of people and it's a Sunday night and they got to go to work tomorrow. They're like, come on with the jokes, let us hear. So they want to hear what's just happened or what's going on, what's current, what happened at the Super Bowl, what, you know, whatever it may be. So I thank God that I have that in my background. But that, just to answer your question, the ball has been rolling nonstop since it started. So I've had to learn as I went. I've had to do open mics so much. Like, I'm back doing open mics now too. Like, I'm in DC, I'm in Baltimore. I go down to the Carolinas. I don't care. Wherever it's a free mic, I would go. And at one time I used to be against doing open mics where they was having like poetry. Because, you know, somebody get up there and talk about that time their father came into their room at night. You were like, oh God, now how do I be funny after this shit? You know, like, so I'm back in open mics and I'm in that space of like, I'm just getting back to doing it because I love it again. Because they pushed me out so fast that I was just like, oh, I gotta be this. So I gotta be on. I gotta put this material out. And I don't want to be like that. Now I'm back in a place where like, damn, I can be a student again. I'm here with y'all, my first teacher. So I thank God for something like that. Like, you have no idea. Like, that mean a lot to me. Like, just to be able to, you know.
And it's good that you know you have to invest in your craft.
Correct.
You know.
Yeah, I do. I would love when I say writers, I would love people who want to sit in and write with me. But I don't never just want somebody who wrote 20 jokes passing to me, and I gotta feel that joke too, and it gotta feel like home to me because it's hard to just tell somebody else's walk of life, if that never happened with me. So I don't mind because naturally I feel like I already have writers. Like that's what me and Woo Woo do. That's what me and Mikhail do. Myself and Eddie, like myself and yourself. Whenever I'm sitting down just talking with people, having a conversation, I'm like, oh, that's a joke. Like we just said something in the kitchen about signs, and I'm like, oh yeah, signs are warnings. That's a joke. Zodiac signs, they call them signs because they're warnings. That's a joke. That's a bit. I can write on that. So naturally, I have writers every day. My mother, my grandmother. So,
your experiences,
are writers. So it would be a time, I guess, if they ever push me out and I'm doing so much that I just can't stop and write my next set, then I probably would be open to it. But like I said, those jokes got to hit home. I'm not just going to get up there and tell something that I'm like, I don't even talk like this. So, why would I say some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's harder for me because of my alternative lifestyle. So I've noticed that comedy is still a straight male driven, I like to call it a sport because we all trying to put numbers on the board of some sort. So it's like a straight male driven sport. You've never seen a LGBT king of comedy. We don't get a chance to host Family Feud after our 20 years of comedy or even have a national syndicated radio. So I'm just trying to break down a wall that has been up for people like myself, Flame Monroe, Gerard Carmichael, just to name a few, because I've noticed that I've been watching Flame for years per se, and I noticed that she's still fighting to get her own, just do. Or even when Gerard Carmichael came out and as gay, it's harder for him to name. I'm not gonna say it's hard, I don't want to speak nobody else's life, but I've seen where I don't see him as much. So I want to be one of the comics who've always been authentically myself, that my name just show up in them rooms because I deserve it. So if I can break down that wall that's up, that we all know that is up, I feel like I would be doing a service to people who live a lifestyle that I do. If I can just be an inspiration to people who didn't see people like myself on TV growing up, because I never saw comics like Darren Fleet growing up. So I just want to be the first of my kind. I don't feel like gay is a talent. I feel like gay is a lifestyle. Just like, you know what I mean? It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. So I can't just get up there, I'm gay, and I'm gay, and I'm gay. Because it goes back to when we saw comics who were a little plus size. I'm big, skinny people. And it's you don't have to do that. We already see that now that you've taken the elephant out the room. And if you're going to talk about the elephant in the room, at least make it clever. So people are okay, now I didn't see that one coming. But I don't want to just get up there, I'm gay. And it's okay, Darren, we know that from watching this. Tell us something else. So I go to a lot, like I said, I go to a lot of cities where people are gay in Chicago, people are gay in Philly, people are gay in Baltimore. I'm not the first gay person they've seen, not like Richard Simmons doing a workout thing. So I have more to offer than that, and I don't, I like to say that I am a gay man who does not live a gay lifestyle. I know that sounds so crazy to say, so that's why it's so easy for me not to base my life about that. I wake up as Darren Fleet. I grocery shop, I work out, I walk my dog.
Your dog.
I love my boy, I love Coach. I get with other comics and, try to do content, write, see what else they got going on, or do open mics. So my lifestyle is not based on my sexuality, and no offense to those who do, but I don't vogue, I don't go to gay clubs and stuff, and I'm not against them. It's just that I don't feel like it equates to my story in the way I grew up. And I also grew up with a Christian grandmother, so I'm like, chill on the gay shit.
I love that. I think that's amazing.
Right, your family is okay, we okay with gay, but we don't like a certain brand.
It's that's too gay. Take that back. You know what's so crazy about that, Larry? I don't even care if I'm remembered or not. I'll be dead.
That is how I feel. We both feel that way.
I mean, if they don't remember me, that's fine. If they do remember me, oh, that's great. One thing I do love about social media, and I tell people this a lot though, what you do today will affect your offspring's offspring tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So when we were growing up, we had encyclopedias and history books. So the way we had to learn about our ancestry, we had to go and read about it. What people are doing now, content is not just content. You want to make sure that it means something to you. So yeah, OnlyFans is content, or cussing people out, liking online, and it's all content. But when people go to hire your great-great-great-granddaughter and they want to go back and look up her ancestry, because I'm pretty sure that's how it would be, because the internet is proven to be forever of some sort, they would probably go back and look up things and like, oh, okay, your daughter
that's where you come from?
Yeah, your great-grandmother was busting it on OnlyFans. Does that, does the apple fall from the tree or not? So, if anything, if people ever go and dig up what Darren Fleet did, I would want them to know that I was positive. I treated people the way I want to be treated. I don't mean I won't take no bullshit. Don't play with me. But I was very nice with people, and yeah, I did my job, and whatever that job is, whatever God see fit. I'm God-fearing. I'm a good son. I love my mother. I have a good relationship with my siblings. And I don't prop myself on the negative things that has happened in my life, or the negative encounters I've had. I try to overlook that. So maybe people can see that I thought highly of myself, so that other people around me would think highly of me too. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Darren Fleet, stars on the
stage. Stars on the stage.
Stars on the stage.